I'm your host, Sarah Baus, and welcome to Attainable Podcast. Hi guys, welcome back to the Attainable Podcast. This is a special one. I'm here with a third-time guest and one of our
third or fourth
time guest, and most requested for sure. But we've got some new listeners lately, so if you don't know him, this is Joseph, my fiance.
Hello. I always use the same hello.
You do.
It's like
hello.
It's like a nervous hi.
Yes. So a lot of you know him. Some of you do not. Like I said, we've got some new listeners. So
this is my first time being on camera too. Last time I was on, we did not do videos.
You're right. Okay. So for all my Spotify listeners, so you can see the video, they get to actually see us interacting, which is fun.
Wait, you can do that on Spotify?
Yeah. Yeah, no. I should I be uploading to YouTube? 100%. But like,
I thought this is just a YouTube thing.
No, I don't upload to YouTube. Like
you have to show me how to do that, because all my podcasts that I listen to besides yours, are also video enabled, but I don't know.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Like the Rooster Teeth ones that I'm not going to say on air.
Oh, okay. They're video enabled. How do you know that?
Because I talk about it.
Yeah, but it has to be, so just because if like a lot of podcasts have video, but most of them do it on YouTube, you have to be an Anchor podcast in order to have it on Spotify. That's why Spotify is the only one with the video.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So anyway, for my Spotify people, you get to see him.
Hello.
Isn't he cute? Hey guys, this is Sarah. This is editing Sarah hopping in because I have a little announcement, little housekeeping. So 2 episodes ago, at the end of the episode, did a little giveaway. It's closed. Don't worry for any of you. We will do others, but I did a little giveaway for a cash prize if you left a review on Apple Podcasts. Thank you so much to all of you who reviewed. So we posted the winner on our Instagram, and I'll be like totally on me. I did not tell you guys to put like your Instagram handles in the review, or to message us when like with a screenshot when you reviewed, so that I would know and would be able to contact you easier. But we posted the person who won, and the prize hasn't been claimed. So if you are, and I trust you guys, okay, I couldn't post this on my TikTok because there's just too many, but I trust my podcast listeners. So if you left a review that says, do yourself a favor and listen, and you are Steph B816, it is Steph, I'm assuming that's like Stephanie B816. Can you please send either me at Sarah E. Boss or at Attainable Podcast a DM to claim your prize? Okay, I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Thanks.
My hair's messed up and I'm sunburned, but hello.
So today we're going to be answering some questions that you guys commented. You've commented in my comments, and on the TikTok video that I posted to gather some questions. So we're going to jump right in. Are you ready?
I believe so.
Fabulous. Okay, so we'll do some like basics. When did we meet? And then when did we get engaged?
So we met officially like in third grade.
Yeah.
And we hung out quite a bit from like, I don't know about quite a bit, but as much as two people can hang out outside of school.
You're the first person and the only person I think I invited over to play video games.
Yeah, which is a really fun turn of events, because now like you don't play video games.
Yeah. Well, he just got me my own controller, and
we play Lego Star Wars.
Yes, because the other ones give me like high anxiety. I don't like the ones that are like zombies attacking my adrenaline. I get very nervous. Now
I just get angry because you do puzzles poorly.
What do you mean?
Like last night when we were playing.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, stop it.
Yeah,
you just kept pressing the same button over and over again.
Yeah, I'm still learning with the Lego Star Wars, and I'm a horrific ship driver. Thank God it always gives you the steering and me the shooting, and I'm still pretty bad at shooting.
Well, see, like Kevin and I play that a lot, and I know Kevin probably won't listen to this one, but
we can give him a test.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Okay, Kevin, if you listen to this, text us.
Like Kevin and I are
just
like
tell us
speed runners at Lego Star Wars.
Yeah,
like we know, like we can beat the entire game in like a day.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's a change of pace with a new partner.
Yeah, but it is fun. I gotta get you into it. Kevin recommended us another game that we gotta play.
Okay.
So, but anyways, met in third grade in Mrs. Lamba's third grade class at Gold Hill Elementary School.
Your freckled cheeks just really got me.
Yeah, I think I also had no front teeth at that point.
Correct.
So real winner there.
Yeah.
Um,
But we didn't like have a crush on each other. At
no,
least
no,
I
no.
didn't. Yeah.
I don't know if
I
did.
don't even think like, I mean, we're in third
I
grade.
think
so.
I was dating someone else at the
Oh,
time.
were you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all the way back then, man.
Yeah, playa.
Yeah. Anyways, hung out from like 3rd to 5th grade, and then I moved away in 5th grade. And then didn't talk to each other, didn't see each other until like 8th grade. But I don't really remember like really hanging out with you when
No.
I moved back in 8th grade.
Yeah, we didn't interact. There was a lot of like between us seeing each other again, right before college. There was a lot of like him moving, and then he came back, and then I moved, and then we ran into each other right before our senior year of high school.
Yeah.
Where we realized we were going to go to like a similar college, or not similar college, a college in the same city.
Yep.
And then you texted me, I'm sure, because I wouldn't have done this. You texted me when we were going to orientation. We had both moved in. Said like, "Hey, you want to hang out?"
Yeah, I think it was like the first week of class.
Oh yeah, I don't even think we started classes yet.
I had.
Oh,
no, it was because I remember I texted you and you're like, today is like the first day of class and it has gone horribly wrong in every single way.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, I do remember that.
And I was like, oh, like I'll come over to you or I'll come pick you up and like we can hang out at USC and like I'll show you around.
Yeah, like have a more fun day. Yes, now I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, we kind of just
hung out for a long time.
Yeah, we never stopped hanging out.
Yeah. And then we started dating like March.
Yeah.
I know what day.
Sorry.
March of 2016.
2016. Yeah, 2016.
Yep. So we just celebrated our 6-year anniversary.
Yes.
Last month.
Mm-hmm. And then we got engaged
in September.
September 10th. And now we're getting married in September
24th.
The 24th.
Which I don't know. Like I feel weird about it.
Oh, why?
Our anniversary is in March, and I feel like March to September is like a big change in anniversary time.
Do you think that's like taboo?
No, I don't think it's taboo. I just like it never really crossed my mind that we would have another anniversary to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Like not because like we weren't gonna get married
right,
or anything.
Of course.
I just always thought like March 22nd.
It's like always gonna be like. Did we just forget that day? Now?
Yeah, I'm like, what do we do?
Is it just like go down the toilet?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or do we celebrate too?
That's a lot.
Oh,
too much.
All right. Well, anyway, this was a good one. I thought this one was cute. When did we fall in love before we got engaged? And this kind of goes with how did you know? Like, when did you know the other was the one? Like, did we know right when we started dating?
I don't know. I know. Like, well. I don't know if when we fell in love. I know when you decided that you liked me.
Yeah, I don't think that you know, love at first sight. I think that's like really cool or whatever. Or but I don't think there's a moment when, at least I don't think there's like a moment when you fall in love with somebody. I think it's like gradually over time. It's like a building thing until one day you kind of realize like, oh, all of these events and experiences have like built into this accumulation of like whatever. But what?
I forget that like I'm on video for people.
So you're looking at me like.
Well, no, I was like fixing my glasses.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, someone's gonna look at this. Like,
yeah.
Hey, dumbass. You're being recorded.
So anyway, like, but I do remember the time that I was like, oh no, like I like him. There is a definite change in my feelings. Not really a change in my feelings, more of a recognition, because when we were hanging out, I denied that I liked you for a very
like all
long
our
time.
friends like knew that we
all
liked
of
each
them
other.
knew. All of them
except
knew.
for us.
Yes, and
yours is like in the parking lot when I put my arm around you.
Yeah,
and joke, because like right after I made fun of you or something like that.
Probably, yeah. We were hanging out, or we were walking to the parking lot because we were about to get in the car, and we were with like a couple of other friends going somewhere, and you know, like we're just like giggling or whatever. He said something, and he made fun of me, and just like slung his arm around me, like, you know, just like
one of the guys
or whatever. But of course, I was like, oh God, physical contact. I remember in my head, I was like, oh no, I feel different. And I knew then I was like, I'm in trouble. I really like him. And I did not think that you liked me back. So it was kind of a like, oh no.
Yeah.
Moment.
I don't know. Well, I don't know exactly when I decided that I liked you.
Mm-hmm.
I think when I knew, and this may actually be before I even thought about it, but now that I'm really thinking about it, you, I was busy one night and you had to pick up like my like a suit for me like from the
Yeah.
dry cleaner, and
Yeah.
like even though I was busy because you picked up my suit, like I went to Publix and got
Yeah.
you
Yeah, it
flowers.
was bizarre. Like you were so I remember you were so stressed. And you were just telling me how you were stressed and like all the things you had to do. And one of the things was pick up a suit. And I was like, I can pick up your suit. That's fine. You don't have to deal with it. And so I did. And even though you had like no time, you still spent other
I
time.
probably spent more time going to get flowers than I did
Yeah.
like that I would have done.
Yeah, give me flowers for like a thank you. I was like, that kind of nulls the whole like saving you time thing, but
Yeah.
it
And
was
then I
so
remember
sweet.
Kevin like walked in and he's like, "Why the hell do you have flowers?" And I was like, "Sarah went and got my dry cleaning." And he was like, "What is going on here?" And I was like, "I don't know, man."
Poor Kevin has watched this entire relationship from the beginning.
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
Yeah, like he has seen everything. Kevin, I mean, we both knew Kevin in elementary school,
Yeah.
and then you ended up rooming with him in college. But anyway, oh my gosh. So, oh wait, do you know when we like fell in love?
No, that's what I was saying.
Oh,
Like same thing. Like I don't know if there
gotcha.
was like an exact moment.
Yeah.
I remember like I think I said I love you first.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure we said I love you before we started dating.
Well, that was different. Like you
Yeah,
can
I mean, yeah,
platonically
platonic. Yeah.
platonically say I
Like
love you to someone.
I mean, true, but we also platonically quote held hands, and we said, "Oh, we're just besties."
No, I don't remember doing that.
Yeah, we did. Like driving in your car.
Oh yeah, well that was an
100%.
emotional time for you. That was like, or was it just one time, or was it multiple times?
No, it was multiple times,
I don't
buddy.
remember any of
We
this.
were like, we don't like each other, but we hold hands.
Oh, that's a little weird.
Yeah, no,
I wish we
dumb.
wouldn't have said that.
He's like stupid. But I think there is like, I don't know, I think with falling in love or like knowing that this person's the one, there's like a time when you just stop thinking, oh, is he the one? And to be like, I literally can't think of a day in my life where I don't want him there, kind of thing. And then there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of know when I figured it. I was like, yeah, we're probably gonna get married.
Yeah, just very.
Like, yeah, I think it was like when Dad died, because I was like, yeah, I feel like we gotten through this.
Oh
like,
yeah,
it's fine. We'll be good.
that whole experience was.
Sorry to get real dark there for a minute.
It's okay, but that whole experience. I mean, we've talked about it before. Was put your relationship through the ringer, and you really get to see how the other person acts when like you need them the most. And like we've been through not hard as that, but other hard times like when I needed you, and
Yeah.
we've had to lean on each other.
Anyways, moving quickly on.
Happy subject. Okay. Nice and easy one, or like more fun one. What are your thoughts on my TikTok growth?
I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, like just because like everyone knows, regardless of like really age or like social media, like everyone knows like gaining 300,000 followers is like a big deal.
Yeah.
And so like it's funny, my coworkers who were like, some of them were like 60 years old, like now watch like the TikToks, and like I've like shared them with my coworkers because they're like, we want the laundry recipe. And then like some of my other coworkers have started telling their friends about it, and so now they're getting shared that way. And so I think overall it's just been really fun to watch. I remember like the first day when it really started happening. I think you've told the story about how I was like monitoring it and like texting you every like 20 minutes.
You knew when I hit milestones before I
Yeah,
knew,
because like I would check it more.
Yeah, I'd be doing something and he was working upstairs and he'd yell downstairs. He's like 20,000, 40,000.
Well, when was it? Was it when you hit 100,000 or 200,000? When I was at work, like I was on a work trip and I was briefing someone like relatively high up.
Yeah.
And I texted you. I was like, "You just hit 200,000." Like,
it was 100,000.
Was it? I think it was 200.
No, I think it was 200,000.
I think it was 200. And you're like, "Aren't you supposed to be doing something else right now?" I was like, "This is more important."
Yeah. Oh, you're the absolute sweetest.
And mom, like, or my mom, like, screenshots your like followers every day because she's like keeping like a log of how many you gain every day.
Yeah.
and she like shares it with herself to boost your numbers, which I think is adorable.
Yeah, your mom's the cutest.
But
She's
she can't figure out how to look at the messages I sent her. Meanwhile, she's like,
I know. I've taught her how to do
she's like gaming the TikTok algorithm, but
she
she
can't
can't
open
figure
her
out how to
messages.
message me back.
Oh god.
She was like, why don't you ever respond to the videos I send? I was like, Mom, I do. Why don't you ever respond to the videos I send you? And she's like, you send me videos? I was like,
yeah, we were on the phone and like trying to show her where the messenger was.
also, Mom, if you're listening to this one, I'm sorry, I'm not making fun of you. Please don't call me angry.
We'll get her so that we can, because she sends me TikToks probably every day. It's my favorite thing, and I like them. And I don't know if she sees it anyway. Oh, for anybody wondering, because I was on a podcast the other day, and they thought that you worked on IT. Joseph's an engineer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For anybody wanting to know.
I'm a mechanical engineer.
Mechanical
but I don't
engineer.
do anything mechanical.
Yeah, that isn't. You ended up studying that, but that's not really what you're doing.
Yeah, my degree's in mechanical, and I've never worked a day in my life as a mechanical engineer, so it's a good time.
Okay.
I'm still an engineer. I'm just not that engineer.
Yeah. Oh, how do you deal with mean comments? I feel like we deal with these separately.
Oh, it's so funny. Sarah's just like mean comments.
It's just like I laugh
like
most of the time.
Like reports them and like blocks them.
If it's something that's like really, stupid, or I can tell that somebody's like blatantly being mean. If somebody's annoyed and it's only on the video that is at like now like 19 million, and I will say, like, I'll go through my comments, and I've started just like hopping to my like newest videos so I don't see the comments from the laundry bar video, because it's gone too far on TikTok, and now people are just angry about like
people are doing like react videos to it.
Yeah,
like what
people are almost like,
but no,
baby doll, it's a laundry bar, like it's okay.
Yeah, like there was somebody that was like trying to go into like the back end of economics about like the time you spend making the laundry detergent.
He said, I don't understand
is losing
economics.
money, because you would make more money if you would just go out and buy the laundry
detergent.
It didn't. I was like, my brother.
It didn't.
That's not how any of this works. Yeah. Anyways, you respond to comments like that, and then like me and 3 of our friends just like troll through your comments and just like roast people back. Yeah. Like there was some guy yesterday or day before yesterday.
Sometimes you see them and I don't.
Yeah.
And then you'll tell me about them. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, like there was one guy who's like, I don't care about little white girls.
Oh yeah.
The guy's like profile picture was like the picture of the moon, and like, had a bunch of weird stuff in his bio. And I was like, well, no one cares about you, you weird moon person. And then like one of our other friends was like, yeah, what he said. And then Lay came in and was like,
no way.
Yeah, Lay said something. It was like, no one, like, why don't you shut the hell up?
Yeah.
And so, but now like I just like comment back to other people, and I try to start fights, but then no one replies to me.
Yeah.
And I get really angry.
But
it's also funny because like I have no videos. My picture on TikTok is Stitch.
Yeah. So nobody knows that his like relation.
Yeah, I'm just like shit posting in the comments. Like I always say that I'm white knighting, which is really bad. But it's like a term.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's a term for anyone who doesn't know what that means. It's like I guess it's like a derogatory term towards like guys defending girls in comments like against other guys. Yeah. Called white knighting, but I'm joking because like I feel like
you need to explain. Yeah. But yeah, I don't particularly mean comments have not bothered me to like a point where I've gotten upset. There will be like things that I'll have to check myself on, like somebody will say something or get mad or whatever, get really upset that I am promoting like Fells and Naphtha or whatever, because they say it's toxic, or they like say that it ruins washers, which it doesn't ruin washers. And
that's like one of the most interesting things is like, I guess I've never been on like a public forum that much where like people just consistently just say things that aren't true, like without doing any research. And like I always knew it was a problem, but I didn't know it was like how big of a problem it is.
A lot of people are like they'll get mad because they're like, you're complaining about spending $10 on detergent, but you just spent $13 on these bars of soap. And I'm like, guys,
it lasts like
each bar of soap is a detergent.
Yeah.
Like that's like 13 detergents, but it's not worth the fight, like that kind of stuff. I'm like, okay,
I don't know. I'll be swinging in the comments. Like the guy, I was like, brother, it takes like 10 minutes to make it.
Yeah.
And it's like 38 cents of ingredients.
Yeah.
But no, like,
I've just stopped the video that went like super viral, that one. And it sucks because like I want to go through and answer people's questions. Thankfully, everybody's questions are one that I've answered before. And like I made a whole video to answer questions. Because like, a bunch of people will be like, is it HE safe? Like, what about for sensitive skin stuff? And I will hop in there and like try to answer some, but they come in so fast.
Yeah.
And going through them can be really not great.
It always really grinds my gears too. Like when someone's like, where's the recipe? And I'm like, look.
Yeah, it's like on my page. And people are getting I've gotten a lot of and there are some people that are like, oh man, it's gonna be sold out or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, honestly, that freaking sucks, because although hint, I'm working on that. Just little anyway. But and then other people will be like actually mean. And they're like, thanks a lot. Now this is going to be sold out. You ruined my life. And yeah, I'm like, okay, baby doll.
I love the weirdest subsect of people that this has reached are baseball moms.
Yes.
They're like,
no, the baseball moms like have been pretty chill.
No, they're chill, but they're always like, well, now how am I going to get dirt out of my son's pants? And I'm like, thanks, baseball moms, for gatekeeping laundry detergent.
Yeah, people are pissed that I did not gatekeep, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I promise, when I was sitting in my Walmart Market parking lot, I did not think that this was going to go so far.
Speaking of like sitting in your Walmart like parking lot, another group of people that comment like insistently that makes me really angry are the people who want to tell you that you actually bought 13 instead of 12.
Oh yeah, people. I
and they're like, oh, you stole one. I'm like, no, she just doesn't know how to count. Like, it's fine. She's not a thief.
Yeah. People
can't count.
And some people, there's so many. It's people just all say the same thing. Anyway, we're griping on that. But I don't really care. And
I care much more than she does.
I've only gotten one that was like inherently mean. No, maybe two. That was like, shut up, bitch. And then it was
at the Rock.
Yeah, that one, like, those I will say, those kill me. I will bust
those
out
are
laughing.
almost funnier.
And then another that said, shut up, you have an annoying voice.
I was like, the people who are like, get to the fucking point.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, geez.
No,
man.
that kills me, because my mom's told me that I need to get to the point since I was younger, like my whole life. So I was like, unfortunately,
I do like the comments that say that I'm cute.
Yes, those are pretty sweet.
I think there's been one, but
yes.
I'm saying there's been multiple.
Yes.
In my head.
Yeah.
They're just too like shy to comment.
They're too shy. Yeah, the ones, they're intimidated by you.
No. Weird direction.
Okay. Switching gears. How did we start talking about money? I talk about money a lot. And so how did we, coming together as a unit, start talking about money? We started talking about money like quite early. I think we
started talking about money like as when we were still friends, because like me and you were like the only person I knew that like invested money like freshman year of college. Yeah,
it was like a common interest, and we both found out that our like thoughts on money and like values of money were very similar, which is super important if you're in a relationship. Like, there's a lot of like assumptions that people make about money based on their own like life experience and how they think about money. For instance, these people who are angry about me like going out and making my own detergent because they feel that an hour of their time is like not worth whatever. Anyway, but it's worth having that conversation, because there will be times when you're talking about something with an assumption coming from your life experience, and the other won't relate or won't agree or understand because they're looking through the filter of their own life experience. So when we started talking about money very early. So that kind of set up a precedence in our relationship to then have, we're very comfortable talking about money.
Yeah. Like, I don't know like exactly when we started talking about it, but I'm pretty sure like both of us like had an idea of like how much was in each other's bank accounts like before we even started dating, just because like it was mutual interest for us.
Yeah.
And then now like we pretty much we don't talk about it daily because that's just annoying. But, like, we talk about it quite a bit, not because like we need to, but because like we're both interested in like what the other one's doing. Like, we haven't conjoined our accounts yet. And like we have a way that we're going to do that and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah.
But I think the main goal is that we both want to retire as soon as possible, because who wants to work for a living.
Yeah. No, that was definitely.
I did a thumbs up, but my thumb was like down here.
Yeah, that was definitely an interest that we both understood, is that we wanted to retire earlier than 50 for sure. We both agreed with like the quote FIRE movement, or like financial independence, retire early kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, some people are like extreme at that, but we both were like, yeah, like if you invest well and you're smart, like you don't have to work forever. And what was,
yeah,
I mean, hopefully, yes, not all the time, but
don't want to count your chickens before they hatch.
True that.
Did I say that wrong?
No, I think you're right.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, I think it's chickens.
Yeah, I think you're right. But anyway, we both had common goals, and that was kind of the thing that was the most important. So this is interesting. What is life being like? Wait, what is life like being with a type 1 diabetic? For those who do not know, Joseph is type 1. And like, do you have to eat differently?
I was so confused because like the way you phrased it, I was like, I don't know what life is like with being with a type 1 diabetic. And I was like, you are the diabetic.
Yeah, no, that one's you. I guess so. I don't know. My friends have like asked about this and stuff. And for those who don't know, like, well, why don't you explain what type 1 is? Because that's actually something that a lot of people don't know. And then we can kind of go into like what in life is different and things like that.
Okay. So there's 4 types of diabetes.
People think there's two,
and mostly 1.
Yes, a lot of people think there's 1. Then some people
like there's 2 very common ones. The third one is like meh, and then the fourth one is like really weird.
Yeah,
but it's sort of like not funny, but like weird.
Yeah.
So there's type 1, which is what I am. It's an autoimmune disorder. So like I was just born with it.
Right.
Like just bad like combination of genes. Unfortunately, your thing's spinning over there. Is that a problem?
Oh, no, we're good.
Okay.
It's also called
juvenile diabetes, but people are starting to not call it juvenile diabetes anymore because like you can get type 1 juvenile diabetes. Like I think the oldest confirmed case is like 88 years old. So like it's an autoimmune disorder. So like basically my white blood cells was like, hey, your pancreas, foreign body, get it out of here. They beat the shit out of my pancreas until it died, and now I don't produce any insulin.
I love the way you explain things.
So I have an insulin pump.
Oh, for the Spotify. Yeah. That's what that looks like.
I'll turn it on. You can't really see it. It's upside down too. So
yeah. So he wears that.
Yeah, I wear that. It's attached to me. It goes into my body. And it gives me insulin. There's type 2, which is like you become insulin resistant to like you still produce insulin, but you don't produce enough to like counteract like how much like sugar you're intaking. So that can usually be like helped with. A lot of times you can just get away with like pills that like boost your insulin production.
If you catch it early, it can, like a better diet.
Yeah, diet can change it. Very rare. I mean, not very rarely, but type 2 diabetics don't have to take insulin as much as type 1 diabetics. We're called insulin dependent. Like we just die if we don't have like an outside insulin source.
We just die.
Well, so yeah.
I know, it's so very blunt. Keep going.
Type 3 is gestational diabetes.
People don't know this.
Usually. Yeah, type 3 is like sort of like the forgotten, or type 3 and 4 is like the forgotten.
No,
diabetes.
Type 4 is for sure the forgotten. Type 3 does a lot of people don't hear about unless they're a pregnant woman.
Yeah, so like basically when you're pregnant, your body doesn't produce enough insulin for you and the baby that you're carrying. So like you just have to supplement it. I think they take shots. I don't know. I've never met anyone with just a gestational diabetes.
I don't know what the treatment is. It's not everybody.
It's not like a common thing for pregnancy people.
Yeah,
people
for pregnancy people. But if you are pregnant, I believe everybody goes through the test, and they make you drink like this very sugary drink, and then test your blood sugar level or something like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think everybody has to do it. But all right, type 4.
Type 4 is accidental diabetes. It's like, well, I think it's like trauma diabetes or something.
Yeah, I don't know the
correct
technical name. Yeah,
is but it's like,
very rare.
Yeah, very rare. I actually have a friend who like got hit in the chest with like a softball, and it hit her just right where like her pancreas just stopped working.
Mm-hmm.
And so it acts just like a type 1 diabetic, but like there's no genetics
Yeah,
involved.
it's
So like,
through like
whereas I have a chance to pass it off to a child, they have no chance to
Yeah.
pass it off. So like it's just sort of a one-off case.
Yeah, if you are like hit in the right way or have some sort of traumatic accident that then causes like a disruption or trauma to your pancreas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one's sort of like a weird one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I check my blood sugar, quote unquote. Sorry, I check my blood sugar, quote unquote, 8 times a day. Don't ask me how many times I actually do it.
You're supposed to.
I can wear a continuous glucose monitor, which I'm not right now because my insurance sucks, or my insurance doesn't suck. They're just mean people. And
Yeah,
really
yeah.
They say my diabetes is too well controlled to justify needing like a $3,000 a month expense.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Wait, you went really fast. Let's explain that a little bit. So you have the pump, and that distributes insulin, but it distributes insulin when you like.
Yeah, I had to tell it like what I ate and what my blood sugar is.
Right.
So like I count carbs, like the little carb count. Like when you look at the nutritional facts on the thing, I took the total carbohydrates, not the sugars. The sugars matter, but that's not what you count. If you count the sugars, you'll mess up.
It's carbohydrates.
Yeah, carbohydrates.
Mm-hmm.
Count those up, tell them what my blood sugar is, and then it gives me however much insulin based on like my body like conditions.
Yeah, but the continuous glucose monitor, or a CGM.
Yeah, so like it's another thing that I can put into me, and it checks my blood sugar for me. Basically.
Yeah, and then communicates with the pump so then he doesn't have to check and tell the pump, so it is continually monitoring and then continually adjusting.
I still have to tell it how many carbs I eat, because it doesn't react fast enough to like spikes.
Mm-hmm.
But like if I'm going high, it'll give me more insulin than I need, or if my blood sugar is going low, it'll like cut off my insulin. So
yeah,
it's like the next like generation in like diabetes.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. But
I used to have one, and then I got new insurance when I started work, and they basically were like, yeah, your diabetes is too well controlled to like for us to want to pay $3,000,
which is really that really, really sucks. A lot of people know that like the insurance and the whole like medical community, and then towards like diabetic supplies, is not great. Diabetic supplies is going to be very, very expensive, and that's like one case where we're like fighting insurance, because although I guess you could say that it would be a nice to have, it's kind of like it's
I feel much better when I'm on a CGM.
Yeah, your whole health is better, everything like that. So but you don't eat differently.
No, the only thing I really avoid is like soda, like regular soda. Like I drink diet soda at all the time, pretty much all times.
Or like if we are, if we're like at Disney, we're having like a dessert or stuff, we're like more cognizant. Like you just got to know, like if I'm going to be eating something with more carbs or more sugars, then you adjust.
Yeah, so that's the nice thing about wearing a pump, is like if you're not wearing a pump and you're on shots, like you have to be much more controlled about what you eat. But as long as you're on a pump, it's basically like an artificial pancreas.
Yeah.
Where as long as you can carb count effectively, like you're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't do like regular sugared sodas, because like they just spike you up and then they drop, and it's really annoying to do.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Other than that, not really much difference. I've learned a lot, of course.
Oh yeah, she can change my pump. She actually changed my reservoir this morning because I didn't want to get out of bed. She can check my blood sugar. I think you can do pretty much everything.
I
don't know if you can start my CGM.
No, probably not, because I haven't had to do that.
You know how to give me my glucagon if I ever need one.
Yes. I'd still love to take a class, so that I have like more training, and just, of course, like he's taught me, but I think it'd be, good for me to have like a proper...
Well, it's also like I've had it since I was 3, so like I'm going on like 19 years of trips. 19 years of trips,
tripping on acid, tripping on insulin.
Tips and tricks is what I was going for. So like the way I do things like doesn't always make sense to someone. Like nowadays, like I can pretty much tell you like what my blood sugar is within like 50 points. Pretty easily. And like I know how certain foods will react with insulin and that kind of stuff, where like you don't have that experience. Just
right.
Because, like, you haven't lived with it.
Yeah.
But I think you're getting there.
Thanks.
19 years of trips.
19 years of tripping. All right. How has wedding planning gone, and what is one thing you didn't expect? Wedding planning's been pretty fine. sort of almost concerningly fine.
Yeah, I think what I didn't expect is like I've seen like the movies, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
like it always looks so stressful.
So stressful. And that's not to say, okay, that's not to say that it's not stressful. We all also, for anybody who is like on here and they're like, oh, what the hell? It is stressful. Please know we're, oh gosh, how many months out now? What? April, May, June,
Five.
July, August, September. Yeah, 5 months out. So we're kind of in that lull point where
Like
there's not a ton to do.
we got engaged September 10th,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a wedding venue booked September 24th. Like
Yes, because we booked it, or we toured it the same day that
that
we
we were gonna
then
get
booked
married.
it, and we
Yeah.
booked it like a week after that.
Yeah.
Um,
I think we were just lucky where a lot of things like sort of fell into our lap.
Yeah,
Um,
we knew like our big hitters that we wanted to get done and when we wanted to do them. So we got the venue and we basically didn't do anything until after Christmas. And then we got our food person, what is that called? Catering.
Caterer,
And then
yeah.
the catering, they also did the rentals for tables and chairs.
Yeah.
And
They're gonna
then
provide the staff to
they're going to provide
do
the
all
staff, which
other
is
fun
like
stuff.
great.
We got a photographer.
Got a photographer, got
we
a
got
video,
a videographer
yeah.
because we know a guy, and then
Yeah.
he knew a girl who does photography.
Yeah, so that was like an easy find. The only things, okay, the thing that I'm having the hardest time with, makeup and hair artists, and that's because I suck. Since I was a makeup artist, I'm like super picky about my own makeup, as you can probably, guess. Like if anything, most people, like whatever their profession is, they're very picky around that. And so finding a makeup artist that I trust is like extremely hard. And I just, I'm more nitpicky. I know what to look for in photos and everything and in portfolios. And the problem is that trials, and they're totally worth this. I'm not saying they're not. Trials are about $150 a pop. So as much as I wish that I could pick like 3 makeup artists and like go do trials and then hire whichever one, I can't. I don't want to shell out all that money. So that's like the hardest thing to really find. Although I think I found one that I'm trying to nail down and get a trial with. And I think I have a phone call with her tomorrow. So
I think overall, like it's smoother than expected, but like
yeah,
as we get closer, I'm sure it'll like the stress will pick back up.
yeah. The one thing I did not expect is how hard in my mind decorating would be. I have an issue with, okay, how do I get what's on my Pinterest board in real life?
Yeah.
Logistically, that's where I think like a wedding planner would be like really nice, but we're not getting a wedding planner just because that's not really where we want to put the budget. But they are fabulous.
We're struggling with rehearsal dinner food right now.
Get close to the mic.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Relaxing.
I was relaxing.
Rehearsal dinner, catering, and food.
Yeah, that's just kind of gotten on back burner with like wedding stuff.
It took me until like last week to figure out what I was gonna wear to my own wedding. So that was fun.
Yeah, you took a long time with that, buddy boy.
Yeah.
One cool thing that we're doing, that you actually got me for Christmas. He hired a bridesmaid stylist for me because it's something that
I was like, what did I get you for Christmas?
That I really wanted to do. So she's very cool. She has dress rentals, and then you can also like buy dresses or whatever. But I don't want all my bridesmaids to look the same or to have like traditional bridesmaids dresses. And I also wanted to keep them like pretty inexpensive. So what she does, like on Pinterest where there are like the groups of bridesmaids and they're all like color coordinated, but they're all in different dresses and like different textures and things like that. So she just styles all of those based on my own style. So I handed her colors and like gave her the vision. And then are you playing with the
Could you imagine
color?
If my eye looked like this?
For those listening, the ring light is like reflecting into his glasses.
Wouldn't that be terrifying?
That would be terrifying. What was I saying? So we gave her like design preferences or whatever. And so she's styling those for me. So all my girls will be wearing something that they picked, and under $100, which is pretty neat. So love that. All right, we're reining it in. Last one. What do you think of my home hacks? And
that's not how you say hacks.
Oh my God, guys. Okay. I'm getting roasted. And it's so funny because like one person said it and I didn't really understand what she said. So when the video first started going, somebody commented like the way she said hacks, and she said hacks in all caps and then a little like purple devil. I was like, what? And on my video, I'm like, those like grandma's like hacks. And I said it
she like immediately went to demon time and
yeah,
then said hacks.
my was said hacks, and I was like, what did you talk about? And I watched it back, and I thought I was going to pee my pants. I was crying, laughing, and then I showed you, and we watched it like 3 times, crying, laughing.
Yeah, it was the devil emoji,
hacks, and now a bunch of people are commenting on it, and it makes me laugh every time. So, what do you think of my home hacks? And do you think I'm cheap?
No, I think pretty much everything has not made our life better to that extent, but it's improved things. Because I used to buy Tide Pods every month, and they're like $20 for a big thing of Tide Pods, and you can't even eat them.
Wait, that just went. Can't even eat them.
Yeah, you remember eating Tide Pods
was a whole thing.
So yeah, it's definitely saving money, living better, Walmart. We say that a lot.
We say that a lot.
But we say save money, live better, eat at home, that kind of stuff. But no, I don't think it's cheap. I think it's a cost effectiveness.
Yeah.
Which is always super good. Especially when we're splitting groceries and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's been nice. And truthfully, I don't really know what other hacks. I almost said it. Yeah. The mayonnaise or the mayo on the table.
Oh yeah, those are just little household.
Oh, that's super helpful. It's a little gross.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what other hacks you could describe as not being good and being cheap.
Yeah. The only one that you don't love, which I'm trying to figure out a middle ground, is the paper towels. I wanted to get rid of all the paper towels, and you really like having them for certain things. Yeah, which I totally understand.
Disposable paper towels. I'm I don't want to use a normal not washcloth, but a dish towel, a dish rag or something to wipe up food, because then I gotta wash it immediately, and then sometimes the wash is just not ready to go. Whereas I can just put the paper towel in the trash can.
Yeah, which I totally understand that. And I'm trying to right now we've got tons of my favorite dish drying towels, but I am still trying to find the perfect kitchen rag for cleaning your counters and stuff like that. That kind of works for both of us, because of course if it's not convenient for you, or anybody in the house, they're not going to use it. So
yeah,
we definitely buy them less frequently, but we'll sometimes have paper towels so that for different cleanup things, and so we're not using our cloth ones when you don't really want to. But that's the only one that I think has inconvenience is a very strong term that you were hey, can we buy some more of these?
Yeah, I think the only other thing that we sort of disagree on is I like dryer sheets and you don't like
dryer sheets. No, that's something where I'm no.
Yeah, if you do the laundry, there's no dryer sheets. If I do the laundry, there's 18 of them.
Yeah, because I don't know. We still have them. I think they were.
Dude, I have no idea what they do. I just put them in there because I think they need to be in there.
Okay. I've never bought dryer sheets in my entire life.
Completely gloss over that fact.
That sounds it's very much something that you would say, what do you mean? What do you
I don't know. That sounds like something you would say, that I have no idea how this works.
It's a very you thing. You'd be no, I feel like this is right. So
is it wrinkle release?
It's static.
I thought it was wrinkle. I thought it had to do with the wrinkles.
No, that's just the heat of the dryer. It's a lot of people like them for static, but that can also.
I understand what static is, but
it takes away static.
Why does that help?
It doesn't. Because people don't like their clothes sticking together, or when you get you take them out of the dryer and it's
yeah, but it's not like that forever.
What do you mean?
If you don't use a dryer sheet, static discharges.
Right. I mean, they might also do soften something. I don't know, but I just think they're literal. They're useless.
They're really bad for the environment.
They're super bad for the environment. It's so useless. I think it's such a waste of money. This is something that I would literally get on a soapbox about. But I've never bought dryer sheets in my entire life. But of course, when we moved into this house, you moved out of an apartment, and I don't know why or how, you came with, I think, 5 boxes of dryer sheets.
I think you buy them in like packs.
Really?
I don't know.
A lot of them are different brands too.
Probably
So we
didn't buy all those
still
together.
probably didn't. So we
Just exposing me.
just exposing you right now. We're still going through those. I'm also one that I'm like, if you have it, like use it. I'm not just gonna like get rid of them. That's so wasteful. But I hate them. And when they're gone, never again.
No.
On over my dead body.
And scented trash bags.
Scented trash bags. Hard no. Hard no. I don't like them. They smell bad.
I got you unscented trash bags, and then they still smell like something.
Yeah.
Which is quite comical.
Yeah. It's really hard not to find unscented trash bags these days.
That are like normal size.
Yeah.
And like halfway decent.
Yeah. Trash bags are something that I've literally thought about. I'm like, anything that's disposable or that we have to buy over and over again, I always am like, how can we undo this? And really, you don't have to use a trash bag.
Disgusting.
But that would be kind of gross. And you'd have to wash your trash thing like
Every
lot.
day.
I've seen cloth trash bags. That's kind of gross.
No.
I'm not there. Somebody has commented like, what about toilet paper? Like as far as like how not to buy it. I'm like, no, I'm gonna have
No, I get a bidet, man.
No, for sure. We are going to like lessen
the Hello Tushy bidet.
Hello Tushy, but Hello Tushy, if you want to sponsor me, we literally have talked about getting a bidet for a long time.
I listened to another podcast that like Hello Tushy's like their main thing. So
Yeah.
I can give you their ad reel from
Yeah.
their ad. I think
Okay, ready.
I think it's a reduction of by like 88% of your toilet paper. It's either
Really?
80 or 88% less toilet paper is used by Hello Bidet or
Hello Tushy.
Hello, what am I doing?
Hello Tushy bidet users.
Yeah. Use 88 or 80% less
Really?
toilet paper than
I'm telling you,
non-bidet
bidets
users.
are the way of the future.
You can install it in less than 5 minutes.
Wow.
And you need no electricity.
Really?
And I think it's just a tube that you don't have to do any extra plumbing work.
Now, question.
Yeah.
Is it warm?
Yeah. Well, no, there's like a standard version and like a
Okay.
pro version.
Okay. I want the pro
The pro
version.
version comes with like a heated seat
Heck
too.
yeah. Heck yeah. I want the pro version.
I think you can install it in like 5 minutes or less.
Nice.
You
did that really well.
Yeah.
Hello Tushy, please, we will sing your praises as we are now. Guys, have you ever used a bidet? Like I used one for the first time in Italy and it was in our hotel room and now that was kind of weird because the toilet and the bidet were separate.
Yeah, I like the ones that are like conjoined.
You literally had to like do your business
shimmy.
and then shimmy over to the bidet, sit on that and like do whatever. And it was warm water. And I was like, oh my God, this is going to be so weird. It is so refreshing. So refreshing. Just like,
I don't know if I would call it refreshing.
I would call it refreshing. And think about, especially guys, my like South Carolina, Georgia, Florida people, like summer swamp ass. Do you know how nice a bidet is in the hot heat of the afternoon? I'm not kidding. Like, you know what I mean? Oh my God.
I'm not admitting to any of that onto
I will.
the podcast.
I will. Especially my Florida people. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Like sweaty swamp ass. Well, just imagine you're like, not feeling very fresh. Walk over to your bathroom, have a little bidet sesh. Nice and fresh as a daisy.
Okay, moving on.
I mean, I don't know how Hello Tushy really couldn't like.
Yeah, so like we need to like send them an email
we should send them this clip and be like, we are your biggest fans.
Yeah.
We need it. Please help. Thanks.
Yeah. I think we put it on our wedding registry.
Yes, literally.
We've been doing that all day today.
Yeah, wedding registry stuff. I thought that it was going to be fun, and it's
like
not.
A little bit unhinged of a podcast.
Those are the best kinds, though.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of hope it goes that way. If it was hinged, then it's just kind of very bland and boring. Although now we are kind of babbling, so we should probably wrap it up. Do you want to do the ending? Do you know what to do? Do you want to try?
Rate and review 5 stars on Spotify.
Nice. Well, Spotify doesn't have ratings, so it'll be. Oh, they don't have reviews. Sorry, they have ratings. They don't have reviews. Apple Podcast has reviews. Yes.
Uh-oh. The Zoom meeting died. Oh, there it is.
What else?
Follow us on Instagram.
There you go.
At Sarah Baus and the Attainable Podcast.
It's just at Attainable Podcast.
At Attainable Podcast.
Great.
And follow us on TikTok.
Yes.
At Sarah Baus.
Yes.
On our road to 300,000 people.
Woohoo! Yeah. Great job. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any further questions or you want Joseph to come back, be sure to Why are you shaking your head now?
What's like, get this guy out of here. It's gonna ruin the illusion that you're still in the market.
Oh my God. Send me a DM, comment on the Attainable Podcast Instagram, or any of those things. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I love you so very much. And I will see you guys next time.
If you see me trolling people in the comments on TikTok, say hello.
Yes. If you see a stitch in the comments, that'll be so fun.
Yeah.
Guys, find the stitch.
My avatar, or like not avatar, but my picture is just like Stitch. And he's like, hi.
Yeah, like just blue Stitch. You find him and I don't know what we'll do.
Yeah.
Comment back. We will see you 100%.
I have no videos.
Yeah, no videos. So we will absolutely see your
I'm not telling you
comment.
my name though.
No, we got to make
easy.
it. Yeah, we got to make it hard.
It starts with a J.
Yes, it starts with a J. So Stitch and a J. And that's all we're going to give you. I love you so very much. And I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.